Before jumping in to try to make a change, it's helpful to know the conditions that need to exist in order to have a change be lasting and successful. There are several models of change. The one we're going to focus on today is the Noster model. Back in 1991, Timothy Noster and his team identified several elements that need to be present in order for a change to be successful. These elements include vision, skills, incentives, resources, and an action plan. So what happens when one of these critical elements are missing? Vision gives us a sense of the big picture. What do you or your team see coming out of this change? What's the best case scenario? By sharing your vision, you give your team a sense of direction. Depending on the team or even the initiative, creating the vision together allows team members to feel ownership and help create buy-in. And without this vision, the team will experience confusion. Skills allow everyone involved in the change process to fulfill their piece to accomplish the change, but also to continue the momentum once the initial change has happened. This element includes the need for training, practice of newly acquired skills, and the development of their confidence in the task. Without these skills, the team will experience anxiety. Incentives provide a reason to change. It's human nature to want to know what's in it for them or for the students. By clearly articulating the benefits to the people involved, you're reinforcing the why or the vision and providing opportunities for collaboration and growth. And without the incentives, your team will experience resistance. Resources include physical items like devices, software, and tools, but they also include emotional or professional support and development of knowledge through trainings. The most valuable resource a school has is its staff, and the most valuable resource they have is time. Time is such a valuable resource, and it allows teams to improve in their skills, which is a critical element of change. Without resources, the team experiences frustration. An action plan details the steps needed to accomplish a goal. Action plans should be shared among team members so it's not all on one person's shoulders. Identifying a timeline, the needed resources, and people responsible will yield successful action plans. Life happens. You'll encounter barriers, staff turnover, other competing initiatives, stuff like that. So the plan might change, but the end goal, the vision, will not. Without an action plan, the team might experience false starts. When listening to negative feedback or complaints from colleagues or team members, see if you can identify the motivation behind their message and go back to this model. Are they anxious? If so, perhaps they need to feel more confident or have more support in their skills. Is there resistance? You can boost their incentives to get them motivated again. There may be moments in any journey where you may be missing more than one element, and that's okay. Once you recognize what's missing, you can regroup to fill in the gaps and get back to working toward that dream. Speaking of dreams, we've arrived at your first activity. Everyone will need a sticky note or an index card and something to write with. For the next 3 minutes, think about assistive technology, your program, and your students. What do you value? What do you believe? You're obviously here for a reason. How could assistive technology impact your students? Each person will write down their own thoughts. Yes, this is a quiet thinking activity. When everyone is done, each person can share out what they wrote. You can elaborate if you'd like, but simple statements work just fine too. As a group, combine your main ideas, your main values into an overarching belief statement. Empowering, isn't it? There's something about really digging deep and figuring out and articulating your why that feels special. It reminds us of our vision, why we're getting started, and it can help clear up any confusion. Like how I tied it back to the Noster model. All of the Alt-Shift initiatives are doing something similar with their implementation sites. I've found that this activity gives the opportunity for everyone to contribute to the project, even if they're not leading it or deeply connected. It's a great activity to do at staff meetings, when starting in any initiative, or to motivate your team.